Hey everyone, I hope you're all good today. Welcome back to my channel. It has been about 2 or 3 days now since I've been live on a video on my channel. So obviously I'm back now doing, usual content after I've been away. But obviously big up to you guys as well. There has been a lot has gone on, I'm not gonna lie. There has obviously that game against Villarreal, which I thought we would win quite comfortably. We lost that. We lost the penalty shootout. So yeah, for me, there's so much to go through today. Obviously, for me, Nwaneri is going to be the big topic of conversation because obviously he's just signed a new deal, and of course, when some of you guys here, I will share my screen and we can check more about that, about his new contract, and hopefully hopefully he's said some nice things about staying at Arsenal. But we always knew he was going to sign a deal for a little while. But I'm just really happy to hear that he wants to stay at Arsenal. Obviously, big up to chat as well. Big up to all of you that are here. Hope you're all doing well. Like I always say, feel free to drop in any questions, comments about the window, about Arsenal at the moment. I'm more than happy to read your thoughts out. Obviously, like I said, Nwaneri will be the main sort of topic of conversation, but I'm happy to obviously chat a bit about Arsenal as well. I'll probably be on here for an hour today, guys. So yeah, I will be on here for a little while. And obviously tomorrow Arsenal play in the Emirates Cup tomorrow, I think. So I will be doing a watch song for that game. So yeah, obviously I'll be back then. Big up one, big up you. Hope you're good. We want Rodrigo and Eze. Yeah, I think we need them both after that game the other day. Obviously, I will briefly speak about it. I didn't manage to watch a lot of the game. I'm glad I didn't know because I think it was pretty shocking, the performance, just everything about it. But like I said, I think it's really hard because everyone has their own like a view and opinion on pre-season. I always say to you guys, I think it's sort of a way to see how you're ready for the season, to give some players some chance to play, to see how the fitness levels are, to obviously see some new signings play as well. So like we all have our different views on it, but I think if I'm being honest, going into the season, I do see some same problems that we've had last season. I mean, I think on the left, again, looking predictable. I have my doubts a bit about our creativity as well going forward. I mean, the thing is, with Gokeres, it's all good selling a striker, but he needs help up top. You need someone that's going to give him those balls forward. You need someone that's going to find those passes for him to score from. So I feel like for me, creativity might be a big problem for us next season. But yeah, obviously our last game before the big game next weekend. Obviously tomorrow. It'd be weird actually watching the Premier League again. It's I don't know how to feel. I'm excited that the league's back, but I just don't know how we're going to do. So, yeah, we're going to have to see how we get on. But hopefully, guys, we will have a good start to the season. Obviously, United away the first game of the season. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. It's going to be really interesting to see what lineup Arteta will go for as well. But yeah, obviously, big up to the chat as well. And there's a few of you in here. So, let me know your thoughts at the moment about Arsenal pre-season. Have you been excited? Are you worried about anything? Obviously I will share my screen. Obviously Nwaneri will be the sort of main topic of conversation, but I will obviously happily answer any questions. And obviously big up to everyone that's here that will be watching my show today. And please don't forget to like and subscribe as well to my channel, which would help me out very much. And there's about 7 of you in here, so please don't forget to do that. But as I said, yeah, I will share my screen. I'll wait a minute or two in case anyone does join. But like I said, I'm more than happy to answer any questions you guys have today. I'm interested to see what we are going to do, if we're going to make any more signings before the window does shut. The window will be shutting very soon. So yeah, I'm interested to see what else we're going to do, but we're going to have to just wait and see what happens, what Arsenal have up their sleeve, what we're going to do, because I just don't know what we have and not what we're going to do, to be fair. But yeah, I'm interested to see what is going to happen for the team. But yeah, obviously Nwaneri I'll talk about today. I'm going to find out some more information about him. I'm going to share my screen, guys, and have a look at any other bits and pieces about him today. So yeah, obviously appreciate all that here. I'm just going to put my computer on charge quickly and then I will share my screen and I'll be back in 1 second. Okay guys, I'm back now. Obviously I will share my screen and like I said, answer any questions you guys have for me today. So yeah, big up to all of you that are here. Big up to AMW Football. Good to see you in the chat. I hope you're well. So happy to see Nwaneri sign a long-term contract here. Will be nightmare for clubs and players. Yeah, I do wonder with Nwaneri though, how much game time he'll get this season, because I do think he needs to have a good amount of game time. I'm sure when he signed this deal, he'll have had a chat with Arteta and Better and said, "I'm happy here, but I do want to get a certain amount of minutes." So let's see what happens with that. But obviously, I'll share my screen out, guys, and let's see. Obviously, Arsenal would have posted some information on the website as well. So I will come back and answer any questions you guys obviously have. I'm just going to share my screen. Now I have to do it this way. So yeah, let me just share my screen, guys, and let's see what we can. Yeah, so Nwaneri signed a new contract, which is obviously exciting. We've all known about this, but I'm really happy. So yeah, here it is, that picture. Nice. Okay, so Nwaneri signed a long-term deal for the club. I won't read out this information because it's all sort of stuff we know. Let me just find out. So I want to read out what he said. He said, "Signing the new contract means everything to me. I see this as my first real season in men's senior football. As part of the squad in the changing room, I'm so excited for what I can bring to the team. I want to help us win as much as possible and bring happiness and glory to club." I'm going to click on this, but I'm not going to watch it, obviously. I just want to see. Yeah, so he has obviously spoken about after capping an incredible 12 months by signing a new contract with us. You can't wait to see what he can bring to the team. So obviously he has 37 appearances, 9 goals from a breakout campaign last time around under his belt. Ethan is now eyeing up another season in the first team. Now his future is secured. He said, "After signing his contract, he revealed, it means everything to me. I'm so happy to have got it done. This is where I feel at home, and this is where I'm going to develop the best. I'm ready. I'm very excited. I see this as my first real season, and I'm part of a proper squad in the changing room. I'm so excited for what I can bring to the team and how I can help the team. I'm a very versatile player, and I think I'm going to play everywhere across the front five. I'm ready to see what the manager wants me to do, wants me." Let me just read here. So let's just read a bit here. "I've had to adapt to the demands of the Premier League, so I think I've changed physically, but I've mentally as well. In terms of dealing with setbacks, injuries," he said, "I've definitely become stronger," which I think is good. You can see he's definitely improved and developing as a player. He says, "I think I've become more direct over the past few years. I've added more goals, so I'm excited to see what comes next." And obviously, I won't read out everything, but I'll just read up this. He just said, "Keep patient and have goals in your head." He suggested, "When you're at Hale End, the next target is to sober reality training centre, and when you're there, it's to get into the under 21s. And the first thing is just to keep patient." So, yeah, I'll just read out what he said. I won't obviously read out everything because I'm sure you guys will want to know that yourself. But he said, "It's a good pressure, the academy players. I'm going to be watching you, so you need to show the right things. It means that the young generation is looking up to me now, because when I was their age, I was looking up to Hale End graduates on the Arsenal, players in general. Reece Nelson, Saka, Smith Rowe, so many players, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, all these players I was looking up to when I was young. You don't compare, but you shared something like a moment. They've been where you've been, and you're trying to get where they are." So yeah, this is obviously if you want to read that, I'm happy to share my screen later on today. But yeah, that is obviously what he said about signing his deal. I think he's following in those footsteps of these players, and he's really happy here. So yeah, I'm really happy that he's still here at Arsenal and he wants to continue his journey here. I think it's only a positive thing anyway. But yeah, that is obviously really lovely. I'm just gonna go through your messages now on here. I think Arsenal are ensuring they will get good money if he doesn't get minutes and leaves. Saka, Nwaneri down in that position. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of competition. There's going to be a lot of competition for sure, but yeah, I think it's good. I mean, I'm sure. Obviously, we know Saka is probably going to be the first choice on the right wing, but I think with Nwaneri, we did see more of him last season, so I think he's going to get more game time. Obviously, we saw a bit of Madueke in the game, so I'm not too sure how it will work. I mean, will we see Madueke on the right? How is that going to work? We'll have to see when the season starts. Max Talon's another one that we're going to see. Hopefully get some more chances as well. So fingers crossed. We will see that as well. But yeah, I think it's a very exciting time for Arsenal at the moment to have these players sign their deals, stay with Arsenal, and yeah, I'm just excited to see how how he does, how he develops. I mean, he's 18 now, he's got a really high ceiling ahead of him, and yeah, 5 years is a very long time, and I'm very happy. And as Ron said, I mean, I don't ever want to think of this scenario, but if it didn't ever work for some reason, you know, you could move him on, get money for him, think he'd be worth a lot of value. I mean, with Smith Rowe, he's a good example, because when he was at Arsenal, I never imagined him leaving. I couldn't ever imagine Smith Rowe leaving. I really loved Smith Rowe at the time, and it's sad he left, but we got money for him, and that's just how football works sometimes. So yeah, it is what it is, but I'm excited to see how his future would go and develop with Arsenal. Big up Kevin, good to see you in the chat. 7 shots to 8 versus Villarreal, but only 2 goals. Shooting practice needed. Yeah, that game wasn't great. Like I said before, I didn't watch a lot of the game because I was a bit busy and I was away, but yeah, I just think it's the same sort of Arsenal we've seen. I mean, the penalties as well. I mean, I actually thought Madueke would have scored that, but it's not like the end of the world. Like, I wasn't mad, because it doesn't matter at that point. I mean, if you're in like a quarter-final or a semi-final and it goes to a penalty shootout, then it would matter then. But yeah, I just think it, yeah, we need shooting practice, we do. Big up to JP Jackson, evening. Good to see you in the chat. Good evening. Obviously, good. Big up to everyone that's here right now. Like I said, if you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer them. And yeah, obviously when there is a 5-year deal, which is obviously a really big amount of time, and let me know how you feel about that. And yeah, please obviously make sure you're liking and subscribing. Obviously I'm back now doing my usual live streams now. I know I had a break for about 2 days, but I'll be back doing that, doing watch songs, all sorts. So yeah, obviously big up to the chat as well. I'm pretty sure we play tomorrow, don't we? So we play tomorrow at 5. I'll do watching tomorrow at 5. So I'll be back tomorrow as well. Big up to the Aussie Gooner. Do you do any shows, podcasts on the women? Yeah, there's a lot of shows I've done on the women's team. I'm just, for me at the moment, obviously the Ballon d'Or stuff's really exciting. I'm hoping an Arsenal player gets it. I'm waiting, really want to wait till pre-season starts, but yeah, I do content all season with the women's team. I'll probably do like a season preview anyway with someone as well. So yeah, I will do content about, obviously at the moment the Euros has just finished and the team, some players have been on a break. I mean, which he absolutely deserves. So yeah, when the pre-season starts as well, I can give you more content. But I try to do as much as I can. With the men's team, it's hard really. It's easy now because the pre-season's done pretty much and the season's going to start soon. So for the men's team, obviously it's easy to do a lot of stuff on that because the season's coming up. For the women's team, obviously they'll be playing in a month, which I'm excited for. So I'm sure the preseason games will be happening very soon, and obviously the England girls will be back there. So yeah, obviously for the women's team it feels more exciting, to be honest with you, than the men's team. I think the women's team have had a really good summer. But yeah, I will do more shows on that, but I have done quite a lot of shows, especially with the Euros, and I did one the other week about the window so far, like giving it my thoughts. So yeah, about 5 days ago I did that. So feel free to give that a watch if anyone yeah wants to check it out. But yeah, I do content on the women's team. It's just the moment not much has happened. I'm waiting for the team to get back in pre-season, so yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. I'm not confident. Yeah, it's hard for the men's team because I think in pre-season we've not had the most convincing performances. You're seeing other teams around you putting a lot better performances in, and you're not being particularly great. We haven't done particularly great, to be honest with you. So for me, I think we need to just put better performances in. I think I do have my worry about us looking predictable. Because we have looked quite predictable, last season, and I'm worried this season we're going to look predictable again. So yeah, that is obviously a worry that I do have, but yeah, like I said, obviously pre-season gives you an idea, gives you sort of an inkling of what you're going to be like in the season. But let's be real, we've got United next weekend, I think, which feels crazy how quick this is. I think pre-season's gone so quick. I think the summer's gone quick, and yeah, with no messing about. We have to be ready for that game. I know United won't be the team they were last season. I know they're going to be better. I don't think it'll be like a top 4 team at all, but I think they could finish within the top 10. I think they'll be better. They've got a better attack. And whereas us on the attack, we need to improve. We need to bring more players. I'm not really confident we're going to get Eze anymore. I've heard stuff, but it doesn't, to me, I'm not confident we're going to get Eze here. So I think we need to prepare ourselves for someone else to come in. But I don't really know what the club are doing behind the scenes, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm not really that confident, to be honest. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how well we are actually going to do. But like I said, guys, let me know how you're feeling about the new season, and any questions you have for me, I'll be answering them. But yeah, I don't feel like optimistic going to the new season, to be completely honest with you guys. I feel very, I have my doubts and my worries. So yeah, as Kevin said before, we need shooting practice. We really do, guys. We need that for sure. So hopefully, guys, will keep practicing. But yeah, let's just see how it goes. But I'm interested to see as well who's going to be starting when the league starts, who's going to be our main players. So I'm interested to see how we're going to do. But obviously, we'll have to see, guys. Like I said, tomorrow as well, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. I think the game's at 5 o'clock. Let me just check on my phone. I just want to check what time the game is on. Arsenal. I think it's about 5 o'clock, isn't it? So yeah, it's about 5 o'clock. I'll be back doing a watch long for that game. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about the new season for the men's coming up, but I think when we've had our first game, when that first game is over with, I feel like we can have an idea of what we're going to be like. I know we do have quite a tough running. And though I don't know who we all have off by heart, I can check now, but I know we have like Leeds, Liverpool, and Forest, not in order, but I know we've got those sort of games coming up. So I think we're going to have a really tough test. But I'd rather get these tough ones over and done with. Like every single game is going to be tough in their own way. I think weirdly enough, I think we'll be okay with maybe the big teams like Liverpool, Man City, whatever. I think we'll be okay with them. It's just for me, I worry about these low block teams that play so defensive. We really struggle to deal with that. So for me, I think if we're not ready, then it's honestly, I do think it's with the club's fault. I don't necessarily think it's like the ownership, because we have had a lot of money this season, I do think, so far. I mean, obviously we've brought in a lot of signings. We've got any Madueke, Gokres, Kepa, Norgard, Zubimendi, Mosquera. I do feel as though, I mean, I know you guys feel the same way as I do, but this isn't enough for me. I mean, if in an ideal world, if I could have it my way, I would like an Eze, would like a Lookman, or two other attacking players. I do feel like we need. So yeah, I don't feel like negative about the season, but I just feel as though I'm more going to play the same as last season, and then if we are, then I just think what we've done now is enough for us to win the league, to be honest with you. So that is obviously my worries. Yeah, obviously the league will be here soon when it starts next weekend. I think we play next Sunday, so it is coming really fast. So we have to at least, I think for that game next weekend, I want to at least have another signing through the door. The window just shut on the 30th of August, so we don't have long at all. My biggest worry now is that this is what like this window will just be it now. Because I think if we leave things as it is now, we're left short again. We're not going to win the league, and that is my biggest worry. So I think for me, I want 2 more signings, obviously an attacking midfielder, a left winger, but I don't think that is what's going to happen. So yeah, let's see what we do, but I don't know how to feel. I think I need to see us play the first game of the season to fully be, optimistic and see what we're going to be like. But no game in the league will be easy. Big up to Gunner Forever, says smash like, subscribe. Thank you so much again for your support. And yeah, guys, please do keep liking and subscribing as well while you guys are in the chat. Why do we keep selling dead balls? Well, I don't think Gokres is a dead ball. I think he's good, but I think he doesn't have the service in midfield. Like, if you're a striker, no one's helping you, in the midfield. You can't do much, really. Madueke, I'm not going to judge him yet. I want to see him get more minutes, really. I know he missed that penalty, and we've seen the uproar online, but I think we need to give him more time, to be honest with you. Big up to Cooper, bless Sophie in the chat, just stopping to say hi and bye. Thank you so much. I appreciate you always checking out my videos as well. Really appreciate that. So big up to yourself, Cooper. Would you sell Trossard? I believe this is last year. Well, I would rather keep him, but it depends. I think the thing is, like, I think I'd rather keep him than Martinelli, but if Martinelli is here, we do have to bring another winger as well. If we're getting rid of Trossard, we have to replace Trossard. So I don't know. I think what we have on the left isn't good enough at the moment, and that needs to change. Well, United have beat us in 9 days. Well, let's just see what happens. I don't know right now. It's the attack that I'm really worried about, to be honest with all of you. We're going to have to see how we get on. We need a left winger and Eze. Yeah, we do. We really do. We need left winger and Eze, to be fair. I mean, the thing is, like, with Eze, I think he would definitely help Gokres if he was playing, because with Gokres as a striker, he can only do so much. If the midfield players aren't giving you any service, or if they're not helping you at all, then you're not going to do much. So I think Gokres, I think he needs time. I think we need to be patient with him. And yeah, I just think as fans, that's what we've got to do, and hopefully he will help us with that. But I wouldn't be surprised if it took him a little bit of time to settle in. And that's why this season, I'm not sure if we would win the league, because we've got a lot of players here that are, the midfield's different, but are we through? I kind of think to myself, we're going through that sort of period where we're transitioning a bit. We've got a completely new team now. I mean, we have got a lot of the players we used to have, but we've experienced a lot of new players. So I do think it might be perhaps maybe a transition period with us, with a striker, with the midfield. So I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't win the league this season. I think we might need a bit more time. So yeah, let's see what happens. Trossard, if he's not starting at best, he's a good asset off the bench for its games. Yeah, I wouldn't, like, that's why I'm happy to keep Trossard. I know he's not got long left. I think his contract ends, I don't know if it's 2027. I think to myself, you wouldn't want him to go on a free, but we could extend his contract. I don't know. There must be, you get to a point with a player where you do think they need to move on. It's a tough one at the moment, really, because I think it's so hard. Like, I think we were struggling in many ways. I think it's not just one player. I think we need to be doing much better as a whole, to be completely honest with you guys. But yeah, we're going to have to see how we can improve going into next season. But obviously tomorrow is our last game before the league starts, and I think it's going so quick, and I'm a bit nervous about how we're going to do, to be honest with you guys. I hope we'll do well against United away, but that might be a tough one. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't win that one, to be honest with you. But yeah, hopefully we will. Fingers crossed, guys, we'll get the job done against United. But yeah, I think pre-season has been a bit underwhelming. I mean, no other teams have lost as well. It's not just us. You will lose games, you'll win some, you'll lose some, but it's about how we are, how we improve. So yeah, I do have my doubts. I do feel a bit worried about how we are going to perform, but I can only hope and pray and hope things can get better for us. Obviously. So yeah, obviously tomorrow as well, guys. Like I told you guys, we're back tomorrow to do a watch along. I think we need a win tomorrow. I think that would really lift our spirits. I think we need something to be excited about again. So hopefully, guys, tomorrow we'll get a win tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Trossard is a lot more direct at taking in on beating defenders. That's what I haven't seen from other wingers. He's the quickest. Yeah, I think we all know, like, I don't know how old he is now. I'm going to check, actually, but I know he's not, the youngest in the team. He's not, like I say, he's not the quickest, but yes, he's 30. He will get on a little bit, but I think, if I'm being honest, like, for the season coming up, I do think he'll be a very useful player to have. Like we said, maybe he's not a starter, and I think that's okay. He's not a starter. If he's okay being that impact player, that player that will come off the bench and change games, if he's happy with that, then of course I would love to keep him. I think with him, as you said, he's direct. He's not someone that's afraid, even if things go wrong, even if he misses the ball or misses a pass or whatever. If he makes mistakes, he keeps on going. He never gives up. I know, like I said, he's not the best winger ever, but he's someone that is really important in this team, and I feel as though, I think if we got rid of him, I would feel like a bit disappointed, to be honest with you. But at the same time, if you might want to go somewhere, might want to play regular football with Martinelli as well. I mean, to be honest with you, I want to know who's actually going to be starting on the left when the season starts. Are we going to see Martinelli? We're going to see Trossard. Is Arteta going to play Madueke on the left? Is Arteta going to play Madueke on the right? It's going to be interesting. I mean, people said maybe Arteta might switch Saka and Madueke, in the position. So yeah, I'm interested for sure. I think for me, I don't think we can judge on these signings yet. I mean, we've seen Nwaneri, we've seen Nederland, we've seen them play quite a bit, so I think you can have an idea of potentially what they're going to be like. But I do feel as though we've got Quiz and Madueke, I don't think we can judge them yet because I'm a square as well. We can't judge them because we've not really seen enough of them. Like I said, I mean, with Havertz, I thought he was quite a slow burner. He took a bit of time for me to really give him, like, judge him properly. I think when it comes to January, I could probably give you an idea of what I think of these players, like the signings, because I think if it all goes bad on the first game of the season, everyone's gonna, be crazy online and have their opinion. But I think I want to give these players time. Like, if Madueke had a few poor games, I'm not just going to write him off straight away. I want to give him maybe a season, maybe see how he's done in half a season. So I think we need to give these players a bit of time and have patience. But I do get frustrated because we have to win something this season, and we are frustrated now. So yeah, it has to be a must win this season for us to. We have to win something. So hopefully we will, because it's been too long. Last time we won something, 2020. It's just crazy. So yeah, I do think that I'm hoping we are going to see some outgoings as well. I know I did a video on Vieira. I think it was start this week. So with Vieira, I'm hoping we are going to see maybe him move. Obviously, Reece Nelson will probably go to Fulham. Hopefully, Zinchenko will go to Fulham too. Obviously Lokonga. I mean, there's so many other players. So yeah, it's interesting to see. So yeah, big up to the chat. I'm just gonna go through your questions now. Obviously, big up to everyone that is here. I really appreciate it. And to those that are new here, obviously, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And obviously, guys, do make sure you're liking this video. Like I said, we're back tomorrow, maybe in the afternoon, but I will be back at 5 o'clock for sure because I'll be doing a watch along. But obviously, big up to chat. I really appreciate all that are here. But he's definitely an impact player. Yeah, Trossard definitely is. That's why I want to keep him though, because I think with Martinelli, I don't know what I think of Martinelli, to be honest with you. I think that I just think I'm a little bit predictable with what we have at the moment. I think Martinelli, I think he just overthinks things, and I just don't. I think we all know he does. His game has changed a lot these last few years. I think he was a lot more exciting to watch. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I can't. I'm not just going to blame I'm not just going to blame him. We do look a bit different. He looks a bit different. I think he looks a bit more like held back. He's not really enjoying himself as much. I personally think I want him to be at that stage where he is. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Really, I'm not too sure with Martinelli how he can improve really, but I do like Martinelli. I do think there's a great player in him. So as long as he can get back to that place again, I'll be happy. But yeah, I don't know if he's going to stay this season. Probably he will. I wouldn't be surprised if he stays this season, to be honest with you. Big up to Natalie. Good evening from Belgium. I love that. Big up to yourself. Hope you're good. Obviously, Natalie, if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe as well. But always love to see you in here. Hope Trossard stays. Yeah, I hope he stays too. I'm not going to be surprised if he doesn't. I know there's been clubs that have been interested in him. And I think that's fair enough. He's a very good player. I think we wouldn't get too much of him. I think 20 million will probably be how much we would get for him. So hopefully, whatever we can get for him will just be enough for us really to get us over the line, and maybe that money we can bring another player in. But yeah, in that ideal world, I would want to keep him though, to be honest with you, because I think he's a really good player. Like we said, he's a good impact player to have as well. So yeah, I would love to keep him. I think he's a good option to have. And yeah, I'd be sad if Trossard went, because I think he's been a really good signing actually. That's true. You can run down contract and leave on a free and get a bigger deal. I'd cash in on Havertz, Marinos, Jesus, or Congo before others, but I do think their wages play a big key factor why they can't be moved on. Yeah, that is true. I think they're all on so much weight, like really high wages. I mean, especially Havertz, he's on a really big wage, so I think he's probably hard to move on because of the wage, and that's a bit of a problem. So yeah, I don't know how much we'll get for him if he moved on, but I do think we should. I think with Havertz, I don't know how much money we could get for him, but I think we need to keep options open for some of these players. Natalie says, great when there is signed a deal. Yeah, really happy about that. Obviously, that's a really positive thing as well. I don't know what was the thought process why I wanted Havertz. Well, I think they brought in Havertz in the midfield. I think they thought he was going to do well. I think Arteta really thought he was going to do well, and it just didn't do well. And then he played him as a striker, and he was a lot better as a striker. So yeah, I just think I don't know. not sure he's been the signing that I expected, really. The price tag Chelsea paid, he never lived up to it. I don't know why they're selling Chelsea Jackson. Yeah. But no matter who impact players, yeah, I'm sure they could come off the bench and help as well, for sure. Maybe they're not starters, maybe they're just going to be players that will come off the bench, so many impact players. Big up yours, you good, good to see you in the chat. I hope you're keeping well. Big up JP Jackson. Martinelli is an impact off the bench compared to Trossard. I think with Trossard, if Trossard came off the bench, with Trossard, you know he would probably do something, you know he would score. With Martinelli, it'd give you a bit of energy, but I don't know what he would actually do off the bench. But I do think he could help off the bench more than starting, to be honest with you. So we'll have to see what happens in that position. Martinelli impact only shows once he's played enough minutes starting on pop-ups like runs, defences. Nwaneri doesn't beat his defender rarely. Yeah, that's a big problem. I don't think he does either. It's better to be cooked if he can't sell any players. Well, that's the thing. We're going to have to see if we are going to sell any players, because I'm sure they are going to try get some money for Vieira. I did see stuff saying they wanted like 30 million euros, which I think if we can get 30 for him, that'd be really good, because I think that's going to be quite hard to get that amount for him. I don't think he's, I think, as I said, I think he's probably worth maybe like 20 to 30, 20, 25, sorry, like 20, 25 million. So if we can get that for him, then that'll be good, because I just don't know how much we're going to get. But yeah, Vieira needs to go. We have a lot of players that need to move on, for sure. We have a squad that just needs a lot of changes. We need to be ruthless this summer. The outgoings, I mean, we can all comment so far on Berta, but if he's not going to get rid of some of these players, then that he's not doing a full job here. So yeah, we need to make sure that he does move on some players and gets a good amount of money for them, because we can't just sell players for a cheap amount. We need to make the most of this and get as much money as we can. So yeah, for me, interesting to see how we all get on in this. But yeah, we need to move on players. Obviously, for me, if in an ideal world, I think we need to move on Zinchenko, Reece Nelson, Vieira, Lakonga, Jesus. I think those are the ones I get rid of for now. I think, to be honest with you, next season I wouldn't have a problem. It depends, that, because with Havertz, right, I think at the moment, I think he's a good squad player. I think he will help us with goals. I mean, for example, we just don't know how the season's going to go. We spent a bit more on Gokres. And Havertz might have to step in moments. So I hope he does well, I really do. But we'll have to see as well what happens. But I think with Havertz, I think he'll have an important role to play in the season, whether that's in the cup games, whether that's coming off the bench and trying to help us with goals, because I think Gokres should be a starter. But I think after the season, I'd probably assess the season and think to myself, I don't know how long, by the way, I don't know how long Havertz's contract runs to. I don't know if it's a few years. Let me know, guys, those are watching, if you guys know how long Havertz's contract is, because if it's like, say it was till 2028 or something, or a bit longer, I would try to get money for him now while we can. But yeah, I do think we definitely need to move on some of these big players. And as I think it was you, JP Jackson, that said before, a lot of these players are on big wages, so it's going to be really tough to actually get a lot of money and move them on. That's probably a big problem, because I know at the time AC Milan at the start of the window wanted Zinchenko, but the problem that we're having is, like I said, the wages are not going to be able to match that. So that is another big problem that we have as well. Let me just read out this. Not the most creative he has to feed off chances. He's very much a striker like. If it's just Trossard had Martinelli's pace. Yeah, the thing is, we can say, Martinelli is very fast. He does have quite a big pace. He's very fast. He's got a lot of pace. But I think, if we're being honest, it's just his end product that lets Martinelli down. Yeah, I don't know what I want from him. I'm not just saying him, because there's plenty of other players on this pitch that have the same problems with looking predictable. But I think with Martinelli, I just want him to maybe find that pass that helps us going forwards, or try and put a good cross in the box. And he has done that quite a few times, but I just think his end product is just something that he really struggles with. And I just want him to be more ruthless, really. Big up, Natalie. Hope everyone injured free new season. Hopefully with Jesus. Yeah. I mean, I don't, obviously, like I said, the window will be closing. I think it's on the 30th of August. I was actually surprised. I thought it was actually open until September, but if I'm being honest, like if I had to give you guys an answer, I think Jesus will stay. I wouldn't actually be surprised if Lokonga actually stayed as a backup in midfield, which I think would be a really bad idea because he's not been here for a while. I wouldn't get that at all. Vieira, I think Vieira will go. I think Reece Nelson will go and Zinchenko will go. So I don't think we're going to make many outgoings. I want us to 5 players I'd be happy with to leave, but I think if we got like Reece Nelson will probably be alone with an option to buy. Zinchenko, like I said, 15 to 20 million probably. Vieira maybe 20, 25 I think we could get for him. So it's a bit of money, but obviously if you're wanting like a big player like an Eze or whoever we're getting, we need a lot of money. So yeah, we're gonna have to see what we do. Good question. Big up to Aussie Good. Do you think there's a chance that Manon wins Ballon d'Or? I mean, she's been nominated, so there's always a chance. But no, I don't think she'll win it this year. I think it's honestly amazing to see her get nominated. Obviously, we've seen a lot of the women's players got nominated. We saw. I hope we don't miss anyone out now. Obviously, Manon, Emily Fox, Leah Williamson, Steph Catley. I know Dom Massar got nominated, but I think that was obviously for the goalkeeper one. Obviously we saw Russo, Kelly. I'm trying to think who else. That might be it. I'm not too sure. Obviously, let my guys know if I missed out, but um, I have a feeling that Pateas will win this, but I don't think she should win it. I think Russo. I think any Arsenal player that plays, in the Euro should win it. Whether that's Kelly, whether that's Russo, Williamson. I think Russo deserves it. To be honest with you, I mean, it's hard to give that an answer because we all have a different opinion. That Leah has had an amazing season, captain England, and obviously led them to another Euros trophy. And obviously for that game in Barcelona, she did really well. But on hand, Chloe Kelly's done so good. So I think anyone that's nominated has a really good chance of winning it. But yeah, I'm excited to see. Oh yeah, Cordante got nominated. So I forgot about that one. Yeah, she got nominated. I would have liked to see Kindle get nominated as well, though, because I think she's so underrated and so deserving of that. I know Kindle probably wouldn't have won because I think, to me, I think it should be an Arsenal player that's won the Euros and obviously, plays for Arsenal and won the Champions League. But I think Cordante will be up there. I think she'll definitely be in the top 5, but I would give it to an England player, really. I'm excited to see who actually does get it, though. Outside of Martinelli's speed and moving off the ball, what else does he have? Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. He's a good player, but his end product just isn't good enough for me. Big up to BNM. Good to see you in the chat. I hope you're well. Hi everyone. Personally, I'm at peace. We will struggle this season. Yeah, maybe we just need to accept that. That might be the reality now. I don't know. I think for me, I've got to see how we will do. United away, when we've had that game, I think we could have an idea of what we might see at Arsenal, but it's just frustrating. Every season goes by, you want to win the league and we miss out. So hopefully we can win the league and win something special this season, but I'm just not sure. What is Gokres' ways we could struggle to get rid of him too for sell? I don't think we'll sell him next summer. I mean, I think we're going to give him a few seasons. I mean, like I said, this season, I'm not expecting him to get like 30 goals a season. I think he might struggle. He might take time to settle in the season, so that's why I'm just thinking like give him a chance to settle in, see how it goes. But yeah, I don't know what wages. Obviously, I don't know stuff about wages. I just don't know stuff like that, guys. I mean, if anyone knows what wages he's on, let me know. But I have no idea. I don't really follow wages. I just don't. I think it's crazy how much footballers get paid anyway. Big up to GK, good to see you in the chat. I preferred Isak over Gokres, but hey, gotta work with what we got. I mean, Isak would have been the dream, but I still think with Isak, I mean, I think our biggest problem at the moment is the problem that we have is the creativity. You need players, you need some creativity up top, tactically strike up top, sorry. So without that, we are going to struggle. So hopefully we'll improve and get better as the season goes on. But yeah, I have a feeling with the season, I think we might start off slow and then I think we'll gradually get back to the top. But I always say to you guys, you've got to take it game at a time. See how it goes. You really have to. So hopefully we won't mess anything up and we will do well. Gokras to me is the better player all round, but Isak to me is the better striker with a clinical finish. I do wonder what's happening with Isak now, though. Is he staying? I think he's still at Newcastle after all that saga. Is he just staying where he is? I would not be surprised at all, though. This team doesn't create enough chances for our forwards, not to be clinical. So many missed chances I've seen, yards outside a goal. That's so true. I mean, obviously, guys, I didn't watch much of the game, so I can't really say too much about his Gokras' performance. But what I will say is that I've watched a bit, and there will be chances where you will be getting chances. There will be times, but it's obviously going to be interesting to see how he gets on. But I think, Martinelli's had chances. All the wingers will have chances. I think Martinelli had a chance, went wide. Like, these players get their chances, but if you don't take it, then you're not going to win. I think it's all great, us dominating games, but if you're not going to win, if you're not going to take your chance, then it doesn't matter. I'd rather not dominate a game and lose. You want to win these games. So, yeah, I think, I don't know how we're going to do. I really don't know, but we're going to see how it goes. But yeah, I don't know what to say. Tomorrow's going to be a big game to see how we get on. Like I said, I'll be doing a watch on for that game, so yeah, I'll be on here as well, and I hope Gokras starts. I need to see more Gokras. Gokras did get a big chunk of a match actually, a few days ago, but yeah, a midfield might be a problem this season. It might be something that we need to give more time. We just don't know how it is going to go. So yeah, we're going to see how that will end up going for us, but hopefully, obviously, it will be a success. This team doesn't create enough chances for our forwards not to be clinical. So many missed chances I've seen yards. I think sorry, I might have just read that one, but big up to the chat. Obviously, I'm just going through your questions. Big up to yourself. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you so much for tuning in. That's a nice deal. We need to accept Gokras did all to be our player, but Isak and Sesko would prefer to sign new contracts to join us. That's what he's ready for the challenge. Yeah, like I said, I think we just need to give him time at the end of the day. I just want to go through all your questions, guys. I'll be on here for about 20 more minutes, so I'm just trying to go through all your questions. Obviously, pick up the chat as well. I really appreciate all of you that are here. If you've got any questions, do drop them in. I'm going to go through them now. And please, guys, obviously make sure you're liking and subscribing. I really appreciate your support today. And I'll say I'm back tomorrow about 5. So, yeah, join me then as well. Liverpool might get him. Yeah, I didn't know what's going on with Isaac, to be honest. I didn't know where he's going. Big up to Natalie. Who do you think starts next week? Gokras or Havertz? So, no worries. I can understand you. Don't worry. Gokras. I think Gokras will start, guys. If Havertz starts, I don't know what to say. I'll be really shocked. I think if Havertz started, I think Arteta in his mind is thinking that he's playing it safe because we have seen Havertz play up front for us in the Premier League, for many seasons. So if Arteta plays Havertz, he's playing it safe because he knows Havertz can get us a certain amount of goals. Havertz one season, I think he might have got us like 13 goals. And obviously last season he got us, I don't know how many goals he got us last season, it might be like 7. So but I'll take a risk. You've paid that for Gokras, you're going to have to start him. So hopefully he'll play Gokras. I would have liked to see a striker who could create chances himself and don't have to depend on service. Fair enough. Let me just go through your questions now. There's rumours of a settling dressing room for Isak. Yeah, I'm not surprised, to be honest. But they're also in the Champions League, so I can understand why they didn't want to sell him if he's wanted to force a move. It's really awkward, I think, because he's clearly said he wants to move. I think he wanted to go to Liverpool. That didn't happen for whatever reason at the moment. It could still happen. And I think it's just weird he's gone back now. So I just don't know what's going on. I'd rather him stay at the Newcastle because it gives us a chance that we can win the league. With Liverpool, if they've got Salah, they've got Isak, that would be nightmare for us. So yeah. You people are funny. Did you actually watch the game? Gokras was our best player other than Nwaneri and Diamond. The guy was dribbling, making runs, picking the ball from deep to great chances. Fair enough. Obviously, guys didn't really watch much of the game, so I'm not going to comment too much. But I do feel as though you need to give Gokras time, and also, like you said, like you guys have just said, he wants a new challenge, and we have to be patient with him. But also, if the midfield's not helping him at all, then he's not going to do much, is he? Big up Tony 70 Gunner, who's got the best hair. No one can beat Odegaard with them hair flicks. No one will beat Odegaard with them good hair flicks. he tried to get everyone mostly before being subbed off. He just lacks quality by looking at Sporting. Those guys knew he had pace and power. Obviously, with Gokres, it's a different league, and I always say to guys that in different leagues you might get more space, and in the Premier League you probably won't get a lot of space. Obviously, with some of the goals he scored, they're incredible, but in the Premier League it's a very competitive league, so I think he might take time to adjust, and hopefully it works out. I mean, with strikers these days, you are going to pay a lot of money, and I think we paid like 63 million euros with obviously 10 add-ons and stuff. So I think that's not bad. But yeah, we're gonna have to see how it goes for him. Give him the time. Be patient. But I do hope it works out for him. Really do. But yeah, this season coming up, it's going to be interesting to see how we actually do get on, because obviously I do have my worries. I do have my concerns. But tomorrow, I don't know. It's really weird because pre-season, as I said, we all view it differently. Some of us think of it as a time to get ready for the new season, just to prepare ourselves, give some players a chance, like the younger players a chance. So we all have obviously our own view on it and our different, things on that. But hopefully he does really well here, and I'm really rooting for him. Hope I'm wrong, but we really did overhype Gokres. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I haven't overhyped him at all, but I do think he was probably the better option in Sesko. I think if you look at on stats, he has had more goals, and in the game times he's had. It would be funny if Sesko goes to United and we play United, Gokres versus Sesko. That would be quite an exciting one. So yeah, let's just see how we get on next weekend. No one dared that KDB killer pass to find hard. You don't need crosses or 100 touches, just pass him through and he will shoot and score. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I know when I've been watching, when Gokres has played for Arsenal, when we've seen him, we do put crosses in the box, and you can see the team are trying to pass it to him, but he's going to be marked. It's hard when teams are playing that low block sort of football, playing quite defensive. So I think we will struggle, but I do agree with you, say B&M. But if we're creating those killer passes going forward, then 9 times out of 10 he will score. You might miss your chance, but it's finding killer passes that we're going to really need for the team. And who are we going to rely on? I mean, Odegaard, for me, yeah, probably Odegaard could be that guy for us. I mean, we all know Odegaard's got to have a good season. Martinelli has to have a good season as well. But yeah, we need to make sure we do give him the killer passes as well as whipping crosses in the box, because we do whip a lot of crosses in the box a lot of the time and hope someone's going to be there. So yeah, hopefully we'll just do well. But obviously, guys, I'll be on here for about 10 more minutes. If you guys have any questions, do send them through before I end my video, as I will be back tomorrow as well. I'll be back at 5 tomorrow. But obviously, big up to the chat as well. I do completely agree with this. Big up to all of you that are here. Really appreciate all of you that are here today. Obviously, if you haven't liked or subscribed already, do that, and send any questions you want me to answer before I obviously end the show in about 10 minutes time. Those who watched the game saw how Villarreal CBS are more technical than our wingers. Saka inclusive, they had one-touch football leading to every goal, defence to mid-attack in a blink. I do think that our passing has to be a lot quicker. I do think we pass backwards. We need to just be quick. I watched a bit of the game, and with Villarreal they were very quick. I mean, even when we were playing Spurs, they were sort of doing that one-touch football that we have to do. We have to just be quick on the ball, not overthink things, and there's times where you look at, not just Odegaard, certain players, you look at certain players and you think to yourself, they're thinking in their head, should I pass or should I shoot? And they've literally 1 second to think. They have to be quick. And I think that's where we have a bit of a problem, is that we take too long to think with our decision making. Our decision making is really a problem. On your counter attack, okay, we're okay going forward at times, but it's when you pass to Saka or Martinelli, what are they going to do? Saka is more likely to do something Saka's more likely to do something that will help the team, but I do think we need to improve on our final third. That's the end product, so ultimately the thing we're really struggling with. Where do you think we'll finish? Where do you think we'll finish on the table? Obviously, at the moment, if I had to give an answer right now, I don't think we'll win the league, unfortunately. Obviously, for me, if we brought in a left winger, and we brought in maybe attacking midfielder, but if we just brought in a left winger, for example, I would say to you that we have a good chance, but I think at the moment I'd probably say second or third. Unfortunately, I feel like I'm sound negative saying that, but just because we might not win the league doesn't mean we won't win something else. I mean, I do think we'll win something this season, but at this moment in time, I'm not too sure we can win the league with what we have. It's the attack, it's the creativity that I'm worried about, really. But I do think we've got a great chance, really, of winning something this season. And we have to win something this season, we really do. But obviously, I don't really know what we will win. We just have to win something, guys. We really do. We need to get over that line. I hate to say it, but we're not looking much more than the top 5 team. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. That's more optimism. I was thinking 4th or 5th. It's really difficult because every season there's going to be teams that are improving. Every season you will improve, whether you're in a relegation zone, whether you're aiming for top 4. I think at the moment I can't say we'll win the league. I'm not sure we will. But all we can do is hope and pray that we will win the league. But yeah, we just have to be optimistic, I guess. There was a chance Skelly had Gokres in front of him, and that guy chose to pass sideways, like give you a striker the ball. Yeah, maybe they're just not used to having that striker. I think we're quite used to passing it sideways, and I think we just need to get used to playing it forward, as you said. I think that's a good point because we do pass it sideways. It's very repetitive. It really is. I mean, to be honest with you, I think the players need to think of other ways of playing football, not just sideways. We do rely on Saka an awful lot. We do rely on Martinelli, both of them, to do something. And I'm not saying we shouldn't pass to either of them. Of course we should, but we need to think of other ideas. We need to think of other ways to, create something because it's very repetitive. I mean, with Saka's actually quite good because Saka could actually get a good cross in the box, or Saka could find someone behind him, or just find a different way. But you will always see with Saka, there's a lot of players on Saka. There's about 2 or 3 players on him, which is quite frustrating. But I think we need to, like I said, and like you said as well, we need to just give Gokres the ball, find a way to pass to him. So yeah, I just think that we might struggle next season with that, but I think Odegaard is probably going to be our most creative player. Possibly he can do that. Declan Rice, actually, maybe Declan Rice is a lot better playing, higher up the pitch. So maybe you'll see that. But yeah, interested to see how we're going to get on. I'm really nervous to see the season. I mean, some fans are excited for the season. I'm not excited, but I'm just have my cautious. I'm having my doubts a little bit about how we're going to do. That has lots to do with Partey to progress the ball between the lines. Come to think nowadays, there are no elite players like Henri Sedan or Nan Rodinho would look at tactics and say it's not working. They would then take the game to the hands after managers' tactics. Yeah. Yeah, the midfield's going to be it might be a problem next season. I mean, I don't know. I want to give it time. We could do well. We could win. I think if we beat United 1-0 and say it was a scrappy performance, I would actually take that because we're not going to always have luck. We're going to have games where we will struggle with. But I think on the first game of the season, to get that momentum, to get that positive feeling, you need to win your first game of the season and to go on a good run. So, like I said, I would take a scrappy 1-0 win, but the performances do matter. Jorginho often made forward passes as well. Yeah, I think we probably did expect those midfield players to leave, but we knew Jorginho was going to leave, but we just didn't know how. I think we'll probably miss him. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how we're going to actually do without him. But all we can do is our best and hope that what we have right now is enough for us to go on and win the league or win something special. Big up so if you're looking at the season, I think there's still no improvement in this team. If Arteta implements the same tactics that Stephen going, we even think we'll finish third. Yeah. I do think that's going to be interesting to see how we all do for sure. Big up to yourself, popping in. Hope you're good. I think Arteta needs to change how we play. I need someone to tell me these crosses are not helping in, and let's try our own gameplay. That's what Pep did, and Fancy Henry, he did his thing. Yeah, I just think we need to try and play a bit different because we've got players that we all have to play different with. So hopefully we will do that. I'm interested to see if our style play is going to be different. I think it'll be the same because ultimately, if it was different, we would have seen it in pre-season. It's been pretty much the same. I do think for the game tomorrow, we're going to have quite a strong lineup, to be honest with you. So I think we'll probably see I don't know, obviously I haven't had a chance to preview, being quite busy, but obviously I'm excited to see how we're going to do. Like I said, guys, I'll be ending this when I've hit an hour, which is like 8 minutes. So drop in any questions, I'll answer them. I'll answer them now as well. Big up to chat as well. There's about 10 of you in here, so of course, please don't forget to like and subscribe before I end my show today. Not the most optimistic, but gonna be interesting. Yeah, big up. I completely agree with that. We're just gonna have to see how it goes. We really will. I don't know. I just hope we bring in another player or two before the season. Before the season starts, before the window shuts. I wouldn't mind if we had a last minute signing, but we need another signing to get excited. We need something. We need someone else, I think. I have heard potentially Rodrigo on loan, but I don't think that would happen. If it did happen, I'd be very excited. I'd be off my seat, very excited. But let's just see how we do get on. I'm hoping we're going to see some more signings. I really hope so, because I think we need some more signing. We need more signings in the attack. The attack is our biggest issue, and I think we could do some other players to come in and help us out there. Yeah, I do agree with you, JK. It's hard to know how to feel about the new season coming up. Are we going to do good? Are we going to struggle? It's just hard to know at this stage, to be honest with you. Big up to yourself, Awari256, Tango Eze Arsenal say. Big up Awari, obviously. If anyone is new here, don't forget to like and subscribe too. But big up to yourself. There hasn't been much to say about Eze, to be honest with you, at the moment. It's been pretty much not much has happened, which is a real shame. But yeah, the thing is for me, I do like to wait on reliable sources when I'm talking about these players, because at the moment, some aren't so reliable. So I'm going to wait and see when I hear more reliable sources talk about these players. So yeah, I don't think it's likely we're going to get Eze there, unfortunately. Be up to beating them. Those hopeful of Eze, in fact, our window is over. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know if we're going to bring anyone else in. We have to bring someone else in there, because we know we look predictable. Whether that's left winger, just someone else, we need to bring in someone else. So hopefully we will. If a major tout isn't one, either it's the league or the Champions League, I don't think Arteta can see out of his contract. When does Arteta's contract actually expire though? I will have a look. I'm really interested now. I do agree with you. I do think we have to win one of the other next season. We do. 2027. Okay, so Arteta's contract expires in 2027. That's interesting. I do wonder, like, when it is 2029. It says 2027 on Google. But yeah, I do wonder though, guys. Like, say we get to 2027. I think that's a little while away now, but I do wonder, like, say we haven't won anything by that time and we finish second a few times or something. What will the Kroenkes be thinking? Will the Kroenkes keep him on? Will they see getting in the top 4 a success, or will they think, Arteta has tried his best, but he just can't get us over that line? I'm interested to see what they're actually going to do, what their plan of action will be. Furthermore, the Rodrigo loan and Eze deal were distractions to calm fan base after poor pre-season, because suddenly no rumours currently don't be received. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. We don't know what we're going to do with our plan of action with that. Obviously, it doesn't. I think I've accepted we're not going to get Rodrigo. I think I'm accepting now. Eze is probably a dream more than reality. I don't think we're going to get Eze, unfortunately, but I would love Eze. I think he would definitely improve and help this team for sure. I think he'd be a good signing, but I just don't know if it was. Pardon me, I don't know if it would happen really, which is a shame, because I think Eze would be. I think he would definitely help us in the attack. I think he would obviously get us goals, assists, but I think he would definitely help us create chances as well. So I would love to get Eze done, but I don't know. I don't feel confident we're going to get Eze anymore. Arteta is a yes guy. They would never sack him. I mean, I do believe with the Kroenkes. I do think that they see top 4 as success, which I don't. For me, I don't think top 4 success. I think if you're having a bad season, say like worst comes to worst, you finish 4th. Like, I just think top 4 is the bare minimum for me. So yeah, obviously to those that are just joined, I'll probably end this soon, but I just want to go through obviously briefly about Nwaneri, to those that obviously want to know what you said. I know I did share my screen a little while ago. So I just want to share my screen quickly to show you guys that, like I said, I will be ending this pretty soon. So if you've got any last questions, drop them in. I'll go through them. But I'll probably back tomorrow, maybe at 2 and then at 5. I will let you know, because I might just do a video at 5. But yeah, I just want to share my screen. Obviously see. So just quickly chat about Nwaneri again to those that have just joined. So yeah, obviously I did speak about it a while ago. This is just obviously when Nwaneri signed a new deal, he said this is where I feel at home. Obviously this is really exciting news to speak about. He obviously said it means everything to me. I'm so happy to have got it done. This is where I feel at home and where I'm going to develop the best. I'm ready. I'm very excited. I see this as my first real season. I'm part of a proper squad in the changing room. I'm so excited for what I can bring to the team and how I can help the team. I'm a very versatile player, so I think this is going to play. So I just went through that quickly. Versatile person, I'm going to be anywhere across the front five and ready to what the manager needs. Obviously, a bit of information there which I won't read, but he said I've adapted to the demands of the Premier League, so I think I've changed physically, but also mentally. Dealing with setbacks and injuries, he said, I think I've become stronger. I think I've become more direct over the past few years and I've had more goals, so excited to see what will come next. Obviously, just spoke a bit down here about is just to keep patient and have your goals in your head. He said pressure, there's a good pressure. The academy players are going to be watching you soon. That you need to show them the right things. It means that the young generation looking at me to me now when I was their age. Obviously, you spoke about looking up to Reece Nelson, Saka, Smith Rowe, now. So, obviously, he definitely is a role model to these young players for sure. Coming through the academy, because if Saka, when you see someone do it, you believe you can do it yourself. So, I do think there's definitely a lot of inspiration there, a lot of players for him to look up to, that come from the academy, and I know there'll be a lot of players that look up to him. He did obviously say about playing in the front five. I do wonder, are we going to see Nwaneri play in the attacking midfield position? We're going to see him on the right. I do wonder where his position will actually be in the season, but obviously for me, I do just want to see him play and get a lot of minutes, which he does deserve. So hopefully we will see that. Big up to Andy. Happy seeing this. He needs to be played more. Absolutely, Andy. Completely agree with you. So 3 to 4 Arteta's. Yeah, I think for me, hopefully Nwaneri will get more game time next season because he got a big amount of game time and it stopped, and I was a bit confused really. But I'm hoping we're going to continue to see him get more game time. So yeah, I'll have to see him play more hopefully. But big up to you guys. Thank you for watching my show today. I've really enjoyed chatting with all of you. I'll be back tomorrow though to obviously do the watch along. We'll obviously start stream tonight, so not ready for tomorrow. I'll probably be on a bit before 5 though, just to read the lineups and stuff. And just read out this quickly before I go. That 22-23 season, I'll say, was the season he had his players to gel and challenge. That was a good season. The first season we challenged was really good because I just think that was exciting. And obviously the second season was good, but yeah, we've not challenged last season. We need to get back there challenging for sure. But yeah, thank you for watching my show today. I really appreciate all of you that have watched and tuned in. I've really loved chatting with all of you today. Like I said, I'll set my stream tomorrow. I'll probably be on here a little bit before the game starts so I can read you the lineup and chat with you guys as well. But I hope you all enjoyed my show today. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, big up to 270. Gonna big up to all of you guys that have watched this. Big up to Jakey, big up to GP Jackson, all of you that have watched. Thank you so much. And obviously, guys, if you haven't already, please do like this video on your way out. Please do subscribe as well to my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow, maybe at 4:30, about around that in the UK time. So yeah, I will see you all then. Thank you for watching my show and take care, everyone. Bye.